All right, welcome back, Fright fans. We're keeping this Halloween countdown going here with our Mad Scientist Monsters Run Wild countdown here in the lab. Hope you guys are enjoying this mad science countdown. Lots of monsters have run amok so far. Let's reach into our trick-or-treat bag here, see what treat the Great Pumpkin has for us this year. Looks like tonight we're going to be looking at a Universal movie that I don't think most people would expect to pop up on this one. Captive Wild Woman. Universal went ape wild with this film, a mad science jungle picture from 1943. A scientist named Dr. Sigmund Walters, played by John Carradine, is carrying out experiments involving glandular transplants. When a new shipment of animals arrives at a local circus, he arranges to steal their prize gorilla named Chila, then coldly murders the man who helped him steal the ape, shoving him within the animal's angry grasp. He brings it back to his lab and experiments on it, performing both a glandular and partial brain transplant. The brain came from his unfortunate assistant, Nurse Strand, played by Faye Helm, who refused to go along with his mad experiment. The experiment is a success and transforms the ape into a woman, who Dr. Walters names Paula Dupree, played by Aquanetta. He takes her back to the circus to observe her reaction to her former environment. The animals are in fear of her, and when the trainers observe their strange reaction, they convince her to stay on to help keep the lions and tigers calm during the performances. Paula remembers the kind trainer Fred Mason, played by Milburn Stone, and falls in love with him while helping with the act. However, when she observes him kissing his fiancée, Beth Coleman, played by Evelyn Ankers, she goes mad and reverts to a half-human, half-ape form and attacks her in her home to try to kill her. This film is an odd mix of mad science and lots of footage of lions and tigers performing in acts of the circus. Interestingly, the circus footage is actually lifted from another film called The Big Cage from 1933. Captive Wild Woman is a really fast watch, clocking in at just 63 minutes. It was directed by Edward DeMurdoch for Universal Pictures. The makeup of the half-ape Paula Dupree is done by the great Jack Pierce and is, of course, impressive. You get all the Universal touches in this one, including stock music, Jack Pierce makeup, and even a gorilla suit worn by Ray Corrigan, one of the great gorilla actors who is a really great-looking gorilla suit in this one. The film was successful enough that they made 2 sequels, Jungle Woman and Jungle Captive. Aquanetta reprises the role of Paula Dupree in Jungle Woman, but she left Universal shortly afterwards, so the ape woman in Jungle Captive is played by Vicki Lane. In both sequels, the corpse of Paula Dupree is revived and brought to life through mad science. A pretty cool, if somewhat dated, series of films. John Carradine, Evelyn Ankers, and Aquanetta. You gotta love that. I really think of all the Universal heroines, actresses, that Evelyn Ankers may be my favorite of the Universals. I always like seeing her and everything. She's so good. And John Carradine is just so great. I've never seen a bad John Carradine performance. The man was a master. Love it. So this was a good one. A completely ridiculous plot. Ape turned into an ape woman, but yeah, I mean, so why not? I mean, this is fun. This is fun stuff. 1943, I believe it was, if I remember right. And so, yeah, I mean, this one's definitely worth watching. It's a good movie. It's got that good Universal quality to it. The Universal stuff, the thing about them is they're just quality, the music, the production value, the film stock they shot on, just the look and feel of them. Everything's great. So I'm gonna give this one 3 skulls. Definitely worth checking out. If you've never seen Captive Wild Woman, do yourself a favor, check this one out. It's a good one. All right, guys, so we're marching ahead with our Mad Scientist countdown here. Be sure and join me back here tomorrow night. We'll throw the switch on another one, bring it to life, and see what we can find tomorrow night to get into. So anyway, join me back here in the lab. Until then, stay mad.
What's to prevent us transfusing these glandular extractions from a human being into a higher type of animal.
The authorities. They wouldn't permit it.
I see you're not truly a scientist at heart, Miss Strand.